Blog Talk Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a problem. I would like to introduce
Bigfoots Pad Paranormal Investigations Team.
And welcome to another edition of BFP Team Radio. Tonight's topic is going to be on general paranormal, and we're going to have some open lines, changing it up a little bit tonight. I'm Jeremy, also known as King Sasquatch.
I'm Brent, also known as Arkangel.
And I'm Tim, known as King Gray. And I'd like to start the night off with talking about a little bit of news here. The BFP team was mentioned on the Fox 5 News here in Las Vegas. We were mentioned as an honorable paranormal team, and we're very proud of that we made it onto the news. And I'd like to have Tim talk about a little bit about our new uniforms here.
Yeah, well, recently I went and kind of upgraded our team outdoor outfit for, like, when we're out in the field with searching, like, cryptids and stuff. I bought us, like, just new uniforms, like outdoor clothing pretty much. It's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, we only had our urban uniforms here. Now we actually have some, like, jungle uniforms out. What do you think, Brent? Think it's overdue for some new uniforms?
Oh, yeah. You gotta check those out.
In other news, today over in China there was a mass UFO sighting over an airport. I don't recall the airport, but I guess this UFO was supposed to be about 100 feet long, and I guess the Chinese government actually sent in some fighters and stuff after it, and it was gone. They said it shot up over speeds of 500 miles an hour in like 3 or 4 seconds. I don't know what it could have been, but it is similar to the UFO cases I hear over here in America. You guys have any opinions or anything on this?
Not really, because I didn't really get to see the news on that.
What's up?
And, well, while we're here, speaking of UFOs, Brent actually seen a UFO here recently, and I'd like him to tell his story.
All right. I live in Palmdale, and I was driving down the street, and me and my brother were driving home, driving from the store to home, and noticed something in the sky. It just started blinking bright white, and it blinked for a couple seconds, and then it just shot across the sky, horizontal, not vertical, just horizontal across the sky, like it was like light speed. I don't know, just shot off. My brother thought it was a star, but
It's a twister! It's a twister!
Anyway, sorry about that, Brent.
it's all right.
Testing out the soundboard here. It's been a while.
I like it.
Anyway, while we're here talking about UFOs, there's also, over in Argentina, there's been a whole bunch of new crop circle sightings here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think the Argentinians are out here to go fake some crop circles. I think they're kind of the last people you'd expect.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why do you guys think they're coming down to Argentina so often here now? I don't know, maybe because it's like in the middle of nowhere and I don't know, they like Argentina. Yeah. You think it has anything to do with, since they don't have as many population as down here? I think it has anything to do with it?
Probably because it's more rural than it is just in a regular big city.
Lewis from Michigan wants to know if the UFO that you've seen, Brent, had any sorts of lights on it.
Well, I wasn't sure. It was probably a good mile away, but I actually just saw it flashing just white. I couldn't really see anything, but just a really bright white light flashing.
So it did have some sorts of lights, but we weren't sure what kind.
Yeah.
Then George over in Wisconsin is now asking for me to play a Twilight Zone theme song for some reason. Okay. Anyways, while we're here, sorry about that little sidetrack there. This is one of the first times we've had Brent on the line because he's been having a busy schedule lately. People are asking me for you to tell us some sort of ghost story, Brent. It's
a ghost story?
It's Devil Watcher 329 wanted you to say some kind of ghost story or just anything.
All right, I got one.
Because they write in our forums daily, and they said that they're a big fan of yours.
All right.
Oh, wow.
I'm starting to like those noises.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I'll tell you one about when I was 12 or 13. I think I was 12. But anyway, I used to live in San Diego, and supposedly the house we lived in, an old lady died. An old couple died from just being sick. I don't know the exact cause, but I just know they died from being sick. And I guess the lady died in my room, but anyway, one night I was sleeping in my bed, and I always left my door open in the hallway light on because I was, afraid of the dark. I was a kid. But anyway, I woke up around 12, I think it was 12:30, but the room felt really cold for some reason. I didn't have my window opener, the AC on, because it was nice. It was just a nice day. And I happened to peek out of my covers, and I see a dark figure of a tall lady with long hair. I couldn't see, any facial expressions or anything, but she was leaning against my door sill, like my doorway. And I don't know who it was. It couldn't have been my mom, because my mom is relatively short. She's only 5 foot, and this lady was almost to the top of the door frame. And I don't know, I was really scared. I don't know who this person was. I was like, why is this person in my house? And I just ducked under the covers, and then when I did a double take just to see if she was still there, she was still there, just sitting there, leaning up against the door, so looking in towards my room.
I meant to do that.
And then, I don't know, I just got really scared, and I just pulled the covers over my head and prayed she would go away. And then I woke up the next morning, and she was gone.
There's a fan of ours that's called the Creeper303 who wants to call in, but we don't really want to do callers at the moment since we're kind of busy. But he said he wanted to bring up some incident with Nyquil, but we won't get into that right now. Some controversy in the forums for you guys that are just catching on to this.
Oh, wow. He's calling in?
Yeah, I think he wants to call in here. Well, maybe we'll save it for a Thursday show or Saturday show.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
For you guys that don't listen to us a lot, we're going to do a show this week on either Thursday or Saturday, maybe even both. We don't have a set topic yet, but we're open for suggestions if you guys have any. Anyways, while we sit here and read some of your input, we're going to go on a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a minute.
Between what we see and what we think we know and believe, there are worlds. There are things that we cannot understand. Bigfoots Pad Paranormal Investigations team is in charge of the field. Bigfoots Pad Paranormal Investigations team.
And we are back, and on the phone with us tonight we have Arkangel, which is investigator on our team, and we have King Gray and King Sasquatch. And that was just the song you just heard is by a guy named DJ Sennett. He's a friend of ours. We'd like to endorse him. And how you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
You guys have any certain things you want to bring up or anything? Any good news?
Not
yeah,
really.
The song is pretty good, huh, guys?
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we'll probably play another one of our songs that DJ Sennett made for us, a different one at the end of the show. We have 16 minutes left in the show, and I'd like to get into a new topic. Over in New Hampshire, there was actually a haunted house that made it into the newspaper because the sightings were so active. I guess some kind of murders took place or whatever in the house. There's major poltergeist, major ghost activity there. I think it's kind of amazing that the major news people are starting to get a hold of these stories and they're starting to publish them. I mean, even 10 years ago, this wouldn't have made it into the newspaper. I don't know how it is now. I'd like to get everybody's opinion right now on Brent and Tim on this and what they think of the mass public getting used to paranormal and all that now.
Well, I just think it's pretty good because, even when I was a kid, it was kind of like a hush topic to be like, to be really open about the paranormal and everything. So now that everyone's more open into it, you don't have to feel as ashamed or whatever if you have experiences. Because I know just our team in general have had dozens of experiences, huh, Brent?
Oh, yeah. Bunches.
Yeah, we have. We've been on, ghost trips, Sasquatch sightings, UFO sightings, just everything.
Would you like to bring up one of the ghost sightings that we've seen or any ghost stories or anything, Brent, that stand out to you from either the team or anywhere?
probably when we were in Boulder City the last time. When Mothman was with us.
Well, too bad. We'll probably get Mothman on next time. But anyways, what happened, Brent? For the people that are just tuning in here.
Oh, when we were at Boulder City, I liked how Nick was really giving it to the freaking ghosts.
Yeah, he was
really
crazy.
Yeah, he was crazy to see some ghosts.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Anyways, he was taunting. For people that don't know what we're talking about, Nick, our other investigator, he was actually taunting the ghost majorly, and he made the whole room light up blue. I don't know how he did it, but it was amazing. It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. But
yeah, and I remember that day when you guys were in the other room, and I was just sitting on the couch, and you guys said, like when we reviewed the evidence, you guys said there was a bunch of orbs flying through my head and everything.
Yeah, ghost orb actually entered Arkangel's head and came out the other side. We'll probably have that video up for you here pretty soon.
Yeah, there's just a whole massive orb just circling him like the whole time.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
And it wasn't even like dust, because dust just like settled.
I can't take it anymore!
Yeah, we can't either.
But another top story for today's radio show broadcast is, I guess, Lauren Coleman, a big cryptozoologist for the United States, he's saying that the Jersey Devil reports are coming farther and farther out west. Now, they're seeing Jersey Devil 200 miles away from where they originally reported it. I guess that either means there's more than one, or whatever it is can really travel far.
I think the New Jersey Devil is just Mothman.
I do too.
I think it's just a misconception.
That's exactly what I think too.
I know Mothman says he's seen something like the Jersey Devil before, but we'll probably have to bring it up on a different episode. Shirley N. from Wisconsin says that Brent has a sexy voice. She said she didn't want me to bring that up.
Won't do any good to run, girly boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with these sound effects here.
I can tell.
Too bad tonight's episode's kind of short.
The Creeper 3 is asking me about Brent's ghost story from a minute ago. He's seen a ghost of a female woman in his doorway, and the Creeper wants to know if there was any kind of light phenomenon that could have played tricks.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, because my whole doorway was totally lit, and the whole hallway was really brightly lit. So I'm pretty sure it couldn't have been any lighting phenomenon. There was no lights in my room, just my alarm clock, which was blue, and I don't think I could mistake that for anything. And that was right next to my bed.
Yeah, because Brent, like I said, he's one of our investigators. We believe him fully, and I know he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't make anything up for being 13, or 12, I mean.
I'd like to give a shout-out to our website really quick. Our main website, for those of you who are listening, is www.bfpteam.yuku.com for our forums. And for our main website, it's free, freewebs.com/bfpteam. And you can get a hold of any of us on there 24 hours a day. And Gene over in Wyoming wants to know if the ghost you've seen was a shadow person or was it just an apparition?
I don't actually know, because I would say it would probably be a shadow person, because I could not see through this being or entity. I could not see through it. It was just, it even cast its own shadow into my room.
Now, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of that Sasquatch body that recently came up that was proven to be a hoax. I know we brought this up before, but we haven't had Arkangel on the phone. My personal opinion is I don't think that people should be doing that kind of stuff, because that's how you make unbelievers in the paranormal, and cryptozoologists, people like that.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
I kind of think he ruined it for a lot of people. I don't like what he did. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's pathetic.
Yeah, exactly, pathetic.
Kiss me, fat boy.
Well, we're going to go to another commercial break really here quick with 9 minutes left in the show, and we will be right back.
Chocolate tea. Chocolate flavored basso is mighty good for me. Mama puts it in my milk for extra energy. Bosco gives me iron and sunshine vitamin D. Oh, I love Bosco. That's the drink for me.
And now we have 8 minutes left in our show. And we're going to go back to a little bit of paranormal news here for our team. We're planning for the next Parrot Tour. It's supposed to take place here in either May or June, most likely. Last year's Parrot Tour was a big success. We've had many fans comment on it, say how much they like what we do. As of right now, I think we're the only team that does this sort of thing. Besides the Atlantic Paranormal Society, we are now the most traveling team in the country. I'm very proud of it, actually, because we've got some awards here online and people requesting us out for cases.
Yep.
I guess for the next Parrot Tour, we're going to visit a couple of places that we've been before, along with some new ones. We're visiting our secret Sasquatch spot again. I know last year we did see something pretty crazy out there.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. I know none of you guys have heard Brent's side of the story. I know you guys have been hounding us in the forums. Would you like to say a little bit of the story, Brent? Like from your point of view?
From which, before we saw it or after we saw it?
Just while we were seeing, like, some of the things you heard and smelled and things like that.
Oh, alright. Well, probably like 10 or 20 minutes ago, when we were just walking through the campsite, well, all three of them, we were just walking through them, and we noticed we heard some leaves rustling and sticks cracking, like not really all around us, but just in the general area of our campsite when we were just coming up to our camp. And
okay.
Yeah, and when we got back to our camp, we smelled. I don't know how would you explain what we smelled?
Well, I didn't even see anything. I just heard a shitload of noises, and there was constantly animals. Like, there was the animals the whole day. You heard them, and then all of a sudden, when we were like experiencing this, they just stopped. And I heard like leaves cracking, and just sounded like several animals just moving all around us.
Now,
yeah.
Do you guys think there was more than one of these creatures, or just one, or do you think it could have been I don't think it was a misidentification for George out there again, but because what I seen in the clear light, and it walked across the road where there was no trees at all. I had a 10-foot away from it.
No, there was definitely more than one.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
Think there's more than one, Brent?
Yeah, because when we were standing by the car, we could hear like leaves cracking and everything all around us, like we were being surrounded.
Yeah, like
it's people with a dirty mind that think like that.
I'd say there's at least 3, and no more than like 6 or 7 maybe, because there was a lot of them, whatever there was.
I know there was at least 3 of them there. I know there's been a burst of Sasquatch sightings actually in the same area that we were at. I know that they had the fires there over the summer that might be drawing them into that area, since there wasn't any fires really over the summer, not in that area but up north. You think that could have anything to do with the sightings here, guys, or do you have any opinions on why there could be a burst?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'd be migrating away from the fire.
Yeah. Just to move away from that area because of all the smoke and everything.
And the mosquitoes there.
Oh, yeah, the mosquitoes.
You know what? That makes me mad.
We should, we're going to go back out there for probably 3 or 4 days over the next summer, our next Paratour. The BFP team's probably getting a new vehicle here. We'll be amped and ready to go for the next Paratour. Before we have 3 minutes left in the show, and I'd like to thank DJ Senate for making us our theme song. I'd like to thank Brent and Tim for coming out tonight. I'd like to thank Aaron from the Ghost Adventures, because he's just a great guy and helps us out and gives advice and all that. I'd like to thank the Creeper, George, Devil, and all these people that have been commenting on our AIM screen name all night. Our website, for those of you who are interested in checking us out, is www.freewebs.com/BFP-team. And I'm going to play another BFP team song that DJ Senate made for us, and we should have a minute or 2 left afterwards, and we'll get back with you in about a minute or 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a problem. I would like to introduce
the Bigfoots Pad Paranormal Investigations team.
We have a minute left in the show, probably a minute and a half. Sorry for the show being so short today, guys. We've been having some technical problems here. On Thursday night, maybe we'll have another show. I'm not 100% sure because of our work schedules, but for sure on Saturday we're going to have an hour and a half long show. I'd like to have Tim and Brent say their goodbyes. For me, I'm King Sasquatch, also known as Jeremy. And I'll leave it to Tim and Brent to let you guys off for tonight.
All right. I guess that's Brent, a.k.a. Arkangel, signing off.
Yeah, and I'm Tim, King Gray. Thanks for everybody for listening tonight, and we'll see you again on Thursday and possibly Thursday and most likely on Saturday. All right, good night, people.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.w.com, you got them naked chicks on there, man, you go click, 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 it's real easy, man.